So I took a very long break off of social media, and especially you can see that through my absolutely horrendous
Bruh.
posting schedule because I haven't posted in like 2 months basically. But, throughout this, I want to say like this 1 month break, right? I noticed that there were a lot of videos, and usually during this like 1 month period where I didn't really use social media, I would only watch one particular video that would have been popped up on my For You page. And recently, I've seen a lot of these videos talking about, fake friends or not having friends or anything like that. So I got curious and I went down this whole rabbit hole on YouTube about people expressing their feelings about friends, friendships, relationships, and how they are sometimes fake. And I looked back and then I researched some more on the What Do You Know Google. And I found out that over 46% of Gen Zers, especially people under age of 18, so 15 to 18 years old, have astronomically high problem with not being able to communicate their feelings properly. And so that got me kind of wondering, why this would happen. And I realized, or I came to the realization that it was because you can't trust people these days. Pretty sure a lot of people can agree because everyone right now watching this video is in between the ages of 15 to 20 because my audience is very young, right? And so I'm very young. I'm only 15. So I think we look back on it and, we see or we realize that, wow, like some people in your life aren't meant to stay, but the way that they make it is so like excruciating, and it's just so much pain every single time. A lot of people have experienced fake friends, and for some people that do not know what fake friends are, basically they're people that act like they're your friend, they care about you, but in reality they don't. They mostly use you for maybe emotional validation, and they use you however they want, and they don't actually reciprocate feelings or try to help you in any way or possible, or don't even give you anything, right? That's what we call a fake friend. And unfortunately, Gen Z seems to have one of the worst, and if not the worst, freaking friend group slash like this problem in the entirety that I've seen. Because especially in high school, you see that there's a lot of people that you could tell by the tone of their voice and how they act, they don't really like you, and they're just there to tolerate you. And I think I've also experienced that when I was in grade 8, especially in middle school, where a lot of people just used each other just so they could get to the top. What I mean by the top is get the best academic grade, because my middle school is very academically achieving, which meant that there was a lot of, there's a lot of people that would do anything to get that 95, to get that 98% on their report card. And so many of the smart dudes in the class often end up getting used by other people, either through charismatic or uncharismatic ways, so that way they could help them reach the top and then ditch them after. And it's just so dumb. And I don't get why fake friends exist in the first place, because, like, why? Like, you're friends for a reason. You want to hang out with this person because you like them. But I have no clue why people become fake friends. Like, if any of you guys have any thoughts or ideas of why, leave down a comment. That will be very helpful to other people. But it just makes no sense, right? Because usually friends are there for you. They're the people that you trust, and especially when you're alone or when you're feeling down, they're the ones that come up and boost you up. But I swear to God, as you get older, and especially in high school, this shit does not exist anymore. It really just completely gets vaporized. Like, I've seen very little people that would put others before them. And I know, that sounds cliche because everyone remember that you guys have to focus on yourself first before you can care for others, right? Learn how to care for yourself before you care others. That's a very important rule. But once you know how to take care of yourself, you probably should start maintaining your friendships, start caring about your friendships. But instead, the opposite's happening, where now you're caring way too much about yourself and you don't give a shit about any other person. And I think that's a good example of what, at least personally, my high school environment is like. Everyone is very high egoed. Everyone is very self-centered, including me. I swear, I feel like I'm also in this, including me. But just in general, everyone is competing against each other, which isn't bad because sometimes it's friendly peer pressure. But what I'm talking about is, again, those fake friends using you to get to the top. Because there is a difference between friendly competition and just war crimes towards your mental health. And using you without giving any repercussions and making you feel like an object is considerably a war crime to your mental health. And it should not be a good thing. Right? It doesn't even make any sense. I know this whole thing is like a rant, and I'm very contradictory because I keep saying that I'm self-centered, but also saying how other people, this whole thing. But if you just look back and just see how freaking annoying it is for you to invest so much time in a friendship, right? Getting genuine connections, and then realizing that they were just there because for the sake of being there, basically, right? Like, why is it so hard to just find a small group of people that are just very nice, want to be with you, and then you're good? Like, it's gone to the point where you don't need any love or any girlfriend at this point. You just need a couple of friends to be by you, and then you're basically good. But once that isn't there, then you don't really have a support system, do you? And half the time that you want to be friends with, or the people that you are friends with, literally half of them aren't even there. They're just there for the ride and getting used to you, and then they just leave. And that's very frustrating for people that just want to have a friend group. Why is it so damn hard to just find people that like to be around with you? And I don't understand this fake friend thing. To people that are this type of person, I want to ask you why you do this, because it's not benefiting anyone. It's not benefiting you because you feel crap after you realize what you just did, first of all. Second, the guilt is going to overtake you. Third, you guys both have just fucked each other up for no reason. Just be friends with them. It cannot be this difficult, right? And I understand everyone has to, support themselves first, have to, focus on themselves. But when you focus on yourself, you also have to focus on other people. Or once you've already focused on yourself, now I feel like it's the time to focus on other people as well. Because I don't think the world should be revolving around just you, although it is a big portion of you. It also means connecting and having personal connections with other people. And if you don't have that, then I'm sorry, it really is cooked. I don't know what this was. It was just me trying to just say how fake friends are just horrible and my perspective on it. I don't know if this video was even worth it because it's just ranting over and over again. But if you agree, I hope you enjoy. And yeah, I'm glad to be back, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.